One of the great things about Bob Ryan, and there are many, is you have this, I'll go old school Rolodex of names of people who have been so impactful in the NBA. And Lenny Wilkens, who passed away at the age of 88 very recently, is one of them. I first remember him coaching the Trailblazers as a player coach. That's when I came into the picture. So I know you want to talk about Lenny Wilkens, who was a true gentleman in the sport.
Lenny Wilkens, so many aspects. One distinction he'll probably always have. There are a handful of people who have been inducted into the Hall of Fame as players and coaches. He's one of them. Uh, he also was in there a third time because he was the assistant coach of the Dream Team in 1992, and the Dream Team en masse has been inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's a little bit of a technicality. Okay, but the fact of the matter is the other two are not. He earned his way into the Hall of Fame as a player, a nine-time All-Star, and also as a coach. When he retired as coaching, at that moment, he had coached. He had the most victories in history. He has been, and he first did that by passing Red Auerbach at the number 939, and he was really luxuriating in that. He even pulled out a big cigar, and it wasn't being, yeah, he was being respectful. Though he was
Right.
up, he knew that. But and he said, I know I probably won't keep this forever, but they can't take it away from me. And they went on and coached and had the most wins. He now is third on the list. Okay, the list is now third. Okay. Um, as a player, Lenny Wilkens was a consummate point guard. Okay, he orchestrated. He has a distinction that he did take to his grave, and you'll never see it again. He scored over 17,000 NBA points without a jump shot. Lenny Wilkens did not shoot a conventional jump shot. Nobody talks about this. I picked up on this right away when I first started covering the league in 1969, and Lenny Wilkens had an assortment of floaters and one old-fashioned one-handers, running hooks, which were part of everyone's repertoire then, little men included. I can tell you that. JoJo had one, Gail Goodrich had one, all the little guys had one as well. And Lenny scored on fast break layups and this kind, but he scored 17,000 points without a jump shot. That's not going to be happening again. I got news for you on that one. Okay, so that one he takes that one to his grave. What people are going to be talking about as much as anything now in the immediate aftermath of his death is what a damn good guy he was. Lenny Wilkens, I can't imagine had an enemy in this earth. He certainly had none in the game. Players that played for him loved him. He was extremely low key guy. He was a player's guy. He was a people guy. He was a gentleman. In my brief acquaintance with him, I loved to. He was so easy to be around and such an easy interview. I just love dealing with Lenny Wilkens, and you're not going to find anybody. There's no yeah buts with Lenny Wilkens. That's a life well lived. I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
right.
Now I'll say this: his background, mixed race, father black, mother Irish American. Father died when he was 5. He was raised Catholic and wound up going to Providence and on the recommendation of a priest, by the way. Went to famous boys' high school where his backcourt mate, I don't even think he made the team till he was a junior, but his backcourt mate was none other than Tommy Davis, a future National League MVP for the Los Angeles Dodgers. How's that for celebrity backcourt? And at Boys High School, which is now Boys and Girls High School, he goes to Providence and is in the forefront of the Providence basketball legacy. Providence basketball was of no consequence when he arrived, along with Johnny Egan, by the way, from Hartford, Connecticut. And they overlapped. And he was the star of the team when they went to their very first NIT in 1959. That's where it all got started for Providence, and on its way to becoming what it still is, the epicenter of college basketball in New England. It still is. Providence College, Providence, New Rhode Island is the epicenter of college basketball in New England. I believe that firmly. Anyway, he got it started, and he was the MVP of the 1960 NIT. Now, he was a first draft pick of the Hawks in 1960. A very interesting class, which also included Oscar Robertson and Jerry West, by the way, and our own Satch Sanders. And that was a very distinguished class. But that's his class, the class of 60. All right, so there it goes. Lenny Wilkens is just one of
But
the.
Bob, as far as coaching, it was both Portland and Seattle, correct?
Yeah, oh, he coached 4 teams, but he was player coach, right? And and then in Seattle he was coach, and he won the championship in
Right.
1979. They were beaten in the finals in '78, the famous eighth seventh game when the Bullets beat them, and DJ went 0 for 14, and in that game, and of course the next year they win, and DJ is the star of the show. Has a great finals in which, among other things, he averaged 20 points a game and blocked 14 shots in 6 games from the guard position. How about that?
And that roster had Sigma, Lonnie Shelton.
They had Sigma, Lonnie Shelton, Gus Williams, Dennis Johnson, and J.J. Johnson. And that was a damn good team. That was a very good team. Lenny was the coach. So Lenny Wilkens has passed away at 88, and the tributes are all going to be flowing in, and they should be.
Again, this episode with Bob Ryan is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I, we make decisions every day. On Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this basketball season on Prize Picks, where it is good to be right. All right, who are you looking at the NBA this season? Obviously, Luka's been off to a great start. It's going to be interesting to see what happens when LeBron comes back. I think LeBron's going to really fit in nicely as the number 2. You can pick more or less. When you're going with LeBron, you're definitely going to be looking for assists now. Go pick more with LeBron, definitely more assists. I bet you LeBron James averages double-digit assists this season, and that's why the Lakers are going to be contenders. He understands the situation that the Lakers are in. Wemby, this kid out of San Antonio, you can pick any of them. You can go rebounds, more. Always go with the rebounds. He always go more to me. I mean, let's not get crazy. I mean, we're not, but if you, I don't know what you would go less with Wemby. I mean, maybe if you wanted to go high on block shots and you went 7 block shots and you go on, less than 7 block shots. Needless to say, I think those situations are great plays. I mean, you could do it on Prize Picks, which they're now offering stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. What we were just talking about, right? With Wemby, you can do blocks, rebounds, points. So you want to pick more on Steph Curry's points, 3-pointers, and assists? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup on Prize Picks. Follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button, check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.